Are you in heaven?
I mean, I feel pretty confident about this DIY, guys.
Together we did this. We had the solution together, right?
Oh!
That looks so cool.
Snow is falling and the cold wind is blowing hard. I'm locked inside tonight, but my heart is somewhere else. I'm thinking of you, babe, and all your crazy ways. I miss you more right now. It must be these holidays. You know you're my everything, the only present I want. And oh, what I give to be with you under the mistletoe. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Are you in heaven? Is this where you're just gonna stay glued while we're here? Look at him. Look at his hands. That's like the Gerber baby. Like little poses, like the Ann Gettys when she poses babies. Yeah. Look at that! It's the sweetest thing. Hi, Robbie. Look his hand on his cheek. Oh my gosh. The most precious baby that ever lived. Still think his hair color is like mine. I think we should bring him home with me. Look. That's like the same color. They may not let us come back if we try and steal their baby. But he's just so perfect. Look at his little hand right here.
Can you just make another one?
Well, yeah, that's what I told her. Especially if she makes him this cute. All right, well, I gotta go do DIYs, okay? I'll see you later sitting right here. So clearly we made it to see Robbie. We got like 2 hours away and I was already thinking about coffee. I have a problem, especially in the wintertime. Does that happen to anybody? Like they want more coffee or like just the warmth. So I made, look, jingle. Get your jingle on. Christmas vibes. And they kept their Christmas tree up over there all year. They said the dogs really liked it, so they left it. And then it was Christmas already and they had the baby. So they were like, we're so glad we left it up. Oh yeah, and it's on a timer, so it'll turn on in a minute. Okay. We got some DIYs to do. Hold on. Laura made turkey chili for dinner, but we have to wait for my brother to get home from work. Vita loves being underneath the Christmas tree. Vita, what are you doing? Vita. Clarence. Clarence, I love you too. Vita, where are you? Clarence! Oh, and happy Vlogmas Day 3. Welcome back to the baby's nursery. We're here. Robbie was born on the 4th, which is also my brother's birthday, November 4th. Almost a month old, which is crazy. But when we came right after he was born and right after they got back home, I was helping putting together furniture. We had moved some things around, just organizing and decorating, but there were DIYs that were in progress. If you saw that vlog, we kind of like left it halfway. It was functional, so that was good, but it wasn't like fully decorated. So when we came back this time, I was like, oh, I can finish the DIYs. So right here above the crib, my brother and sister want to do like this pirate ship DIY thing. So last time, and I'll put a picture on the screen so you guys can kind of see the vision of what we're going for, or attempting to. So last time we were here, we went to the craft store and pretty much got we think all the materials that we need. And so this was just raw wood, and my brother stained it all for us. So I told him, I was like, stain it now so that it can dry outside and get less stinky so we can actually do the DIY this time. So we have wood pieces, we have a basket for the top, we have sisal rope, we have these like hook little things that are at the bottom of that inspiration picture. We saw these little like pirate coin things at the craft store, which were like, oh, well, we could use those for something, maybe hanging out of the basket. And then we also have like this muslin with, it looks a little bit like oatmeal-y. It has like some heatheredness to it. I thought it was kind of natural and it would look like the inspiration, and it draped well. And then we also got a smaller dowel, a skinnier dowel, to make the flag because we couldn't find a pirate flag. I don't know how we're going to do that yet. That's going to be our last addition. So we have this DIY to make. We also have some other things to do. Hooks to hang on the wall, or like coats, little coats we could do over there. We have some other things over here. We have this shelf that we need to put up with these. So the whole, obviously, we're going for a pirate theme, if you hadn't noticed. And then we have these, like he found those, like they're like mermaids, you know, kind of like a front of a ship. So we can put those on the wall for the little shelf. We're gonna put the shelf here, and my mom is gonna do a treasure map. She's gonna paint one for back here. So you guys and I, this is what we're doing today. We're just gonna have some fun doing some DIYs. We've got time. Mom's gonna be glued to Robbie. We're not gonna see her. Well, we will keep checking in on her so that I can steal Robbie from her for a second. My sister's just gonna rest. My brother's at work. So we're here. Look, we got coffee. We got this. I have to wrap my head around this DIY. I think I'm gonna try and lay it out on the floor.
I mean, I feel pretty confident about this DIY, guys. Like I feel like it's a larger scale, so it can look a little bit intimidating, but like the pieces are pretty straightforward because they kind of just go together. Let's lay it out. I think that what took so long is finding all of the pieces at the craft store. So my brother picked this piece up for free. It was like the scrap wood that they had at Lowe's. And he was like, I asked him how much it was because it wasn't like anything else that was there, and they said free. And he was like, oh, okay. It's like really like raw and naughty. I feel like naughty. This is the center, and then the dowels go on each side like this. But the biggest part is like, how are we gonna attach it together? Kind of thing. You know what I mean? If that goes like that. This is the closest basket I could find to look like that basket. Because this is more of like a picking basket, like an apple picking type basket, but I couldn't find any at the anywhere. I felt like this was the closest that I could find, even though it was like a kind of a different weave pattern. We could cut the straps off. So let me grab some scissors. I was also gonna take off this bottom piece. And this can just like, yeah. We'll just have to put some more stain on it right there because it kind of, you know, when my brother stained it, the pieces were still on, obviously, so we could like touch it up a little bit.
Like, so far, not too bad. Maybe these, but no, I think those poles are in a good spot. Let's look at the picture again. Oh, see, the poles kind of need to be below the basket. And then the actual wood piece on the wall is all the way to the ceiling. So the basket needs to be low and these need to be moved down. Here-ish.
I'm gonna move this out of the way for a second and test out where the center wood piece is gonna go, just so I have an idea of where it's gonna fit. I think it's gonna go a little bit behind the bed too, so the bed's not gonna be able to go all the way against the wall. Oh. So I think my biggest goal with this project, to make sure it's super secure. That's like my goal. I do not want anything happening to this precious little baby. My brother went to get a stud finder, so we found the stud there, so the baby is secure. And then he found these cool, like, shippy looking bolts.
What were these called? Did you see a name? Structural wood screws. It's not even talking. So we're gonna use these instead, and then to go in a stud, so it's gonna be super secure. So we drilled pilot holes. Now, let's hope I don't split the wood. Okay. So far, so good. That's gonna look so cool. And then if you put it high enough, like right into the molding, just screw in the first one. Okay, we had a dilemma. I didn't know how to get the dowels to be next to create that ship look with the one beam, and then how do you get it attached? But we had these other screws. So my brother and I together we did this. We had the solution together, right? You're really not gonna say anything, you freak! So basically, we need the dowel to stand away from the wall because we need the rope to go behind. It'll make sense in a minute, but this is long enough of a screw to just screw into the wall just a little bit so it'll still stand off. And it didn't split the wood, which is nice and gentle so we don't split it.
Crack.
Shh, don't crack it. Beautiful. Right? You try it first before I put 2 holes in the other one. Kind of measure it. So if the basket's here, or a little higher. Perfectly. Oh. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, tell that to the next owners of the house.
Look at that! We did that. It's perfect.
That looks really good.
Next is the fabric. I already have a plan. It's not good?
Well, I feel like a couple of things. A, I feel like it's the same color as the wall. B, I feel like it's a little less.
It's not as dark.
Yeah.
Both thought that this was too light. I didn't take into consideration the wall color in here. When I was buying the fabric, I just kind of bought a fabric that was close to the picture. Got a darker one, I thought. So I have this one, which is darker. It's just not as dark as it felt or looked in the store. Can you kind of see it on camera? It looks a little crackled, like kind of like tie-dye, like a beige tie-dye. So I got 2 yards of it. Are you measuring for the mat?
Yeah.
You know, I've never done this before. I don't really know, but we're going with it. That's like majority of the DIYs that I do. Just like to try new stuff. I'm gonna put up each end and then do the middle loop so that they're even. Look at that, that looks kind of good. Looped it around 4 times and then tied it in a loose knot because that's what the picture looks like. See how the strands of the rope are kind of like loose? Now I'm gonna do this end over here, just close to there. We can fluff them a little more, like see that one being a little longer, but we can fluff them out. They look so good. Now we have to tie the rope around the bars and around the center bar right in the middle and then put the basket. So for the next part, here's my thought process. So it has, you see how right here, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 strands that come down and through 2 pieces of wood. I was like, okay, I need 4 strands coming from the center. See how they come from the center right there? So I just cut 4 longer pieces of rope so that I can wrap all 4 pieces around the middle and then 4 pieces will come off each side. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't actually know if it's gonna work. But that's my thought process.
4 cut strands, and I'm gonna find the middle.
Santa, I've been good this year. Make your list and check it twice. I'll leave you a note right here underneath
These
the
go on this
Christmas
side.
lights. Carols and bells, none of them help. I still feel blue. I just wanna fall in love this Christmas.
Got these little pieces of wood and drilled big enough holes for the rope to go through to create that bar going across. Oh. Does it have knots? Yeah, where do you think, I mean...
You can give the elves a break. No, you can't make it in the shop. You can't put it on your sleigh. You know me so well that nobody else can do what you do. I just wanna fall in love this Christmas. I just wanna
Okay, it's starting to take shape. We still need to do some knots and some knots in the middle, but it's starting to look that way. We're gonna pull some of the fabric up. See how this one's shorter than that one? We're gonna pull that up so we can put those boards there.
I think the basket's gonna add a lot. It's gonna make it look more like a front of a pirate ship or at the top of a... What do they have a basket on? Do they have a basket on top where they look out to sea? I don't know. And now we have little things like this. Look! Pirate coin. Do you want the bird in there?
I just wanna fall in love this Christmas.
Cool.
That's so cool, huh?
Oh my gosh, that looks so awesome.
Isn't that neat?
Fall in love. Just wanna fall in love.
You guys, it's much later now. I think the room turned out really good. The baby's room's coming along very well. We had some chili, we stared at the baby, talked to my brother about movies and things. The new, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Dexter, but back when, I watched the whole series with my brother, and now they're coming out with a new one, so it's like, well, actually I think that it's already come out. I haven't even watched it. I haven't had a lot of time. About that type of stuff and what shows we used to watch. Good visit. So tomorrow we're gonna be here for a little bit in the morning. Have to make it to Spring, Texas. We don't know quite how far or how long it's gonna take us to get there, but we have to make it to the tile place where I ordered the bathroom flooring and the laundry room flooring. We have to make it there before they close. It's time for bed. I'm like tired. Right? You tired, Mom?
I'm tired.
There's literally 2 guest rooms. Mom, I'm gonna tell them that we can't be apart from each other. We can't even sleep one in each guest room. We have to sleep together. when we came last time, it was the first night we were here, right? And we brought our bags up. And I put my bags in here. And I put her bags in there. And then, look at this. Like, don't ask. So I put her bags separate. And I laid down on this bed. And Mom was in here in the other room doing something. It's like kind of like it's 2 bedrooms and a Jack and Jill bathrooms. She peeks her head around the corner. And I kind of heard her like creak. And I moved all the way over the bed to look to see. And she was like, "Are you gonna be in there?" I'm like, "No!" I grabbed all my stuff and I came in here. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this vlog. We'll be back to San Antonio, and then I already talked to my contractor this morning. I think I'm gonna meet him there. The plumbers are all gonna be all done, so we're gonna walk the property. Oh, fingers crossed I hear about the siding soon. I really, really hope so.
we're gonna keep going on the renovations. Romeo's gonna be here. We're gonna be working on finishing the rest of the windows, painting them. They're all sanded, but we have to paint them. So I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. I miss Kinsley. Do you miss Olivia? I know, it's sad, right? We're very attached to her. Every time I say Kinsley's perfect. Kinsley is the most amazing dog that's ever existed. Mom's like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna tell her.
Make your list.